Hey guys, welcome back. DeFi, degens, Drip, and Farm for Poverty. I'm your host, Drip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all Forex Shark related projects. And in today's video, we're getting into the update notes from the Telegram Gullum's Gems. That was a Telegram VC that they did about 12 to 18 hours ago now. And there were no real update notes except for there's a roadmap change. That's what I'm going to tell you about in this one. But I'm also going to cover some of the other announcements that came out. If you've been following my channel, following with the Forex Shark ecosystem, then you probably already know this. But for those that come to my channel looking for these updates, that's why I decided to do this. So he released a Telegram message that says we are launching November 1st at 1 p.m. This time was chosen so our full team can be available. I will start a VC at noon Eastern to prepare everyone and go through the launch process. Our audit is finished. They gave us some minor efficiency adjustments we could do, and we implemented them. Now we are just waiting for them to give us the finalized version stating the adjustments we made. We will have it by tomorrow for sure, if not tonight, but we will make it public tomorrow. All the contracts we made in open source and verifiable before launch as well. This was important to me so everyone can stake with confidence. So as of right now, that hasn't been released. So for me, it's Monday evening at about 6 p.m. right now. So I'll have this live for you guys. It'll be about Monday morning, 6 to 8 a.m. So I would imagine throughout the day for Monday, it will be updated and we'll get some information on that. So I am still optimistically hopeful, or cautiously optimistic is the way I like to say it, that we'll hit this, but it does seem to be a lot more positive sentiment from people, and I'm going to cover that from some others that are in the chats that mention this. So I don't know. I'm reserving judgment. I am hoping this happens, but still a little bit unsure. But it seems to be that we're pushing in that direction. So we'll see. Next message. After launch, we are going to pass ownership of the Strategy Chef contract and a few other contracts to a contract which has a 48-hour delay on function calls for additional security and decentralization reasons. For example, if we made a change to the Strategy Chef, which is a contract that determines where we lend to, the transaction will be placed, but the function wouldn't actually be called to make the change until 48 hours later. These are little things that will set us apart from the competition and give us ultimate confidence and transparency. So I think this is the Strategy Chef contract is the one that deals with currently the lending to PancakeSwap. But as he mentioned, there will be potential lending to Stargate. And maybe if something happens in the future, they want to lend somewhere else, or they get opportunity to lend somewhere else. In order for that to take place, they would have to write the code, and then it would get hung in limbo basically for 48 hours, just in case something doesn't work. They can cancel the function, or so you can see that things are not being made on the fly, so it's more transparent in a way. So yeah, I guess this is good. You'd have to look on chain to see that kind of data. I haven't looked this up to look at the code or contract, but when he makes them live, I'll do my best to share that with you guys, so at least you can understand it from a personal level. This gives us the best of both worlds, where we can evolve with the times, make changes where needed, and add additional lending options, etc., which are things we couldn't do if we just burned the functionality. So if you're not familiar, when you burn a contract or burn your access to it, then it is 100% immutable. And if something is wrong with it, or you need to make a change, then it's like what happened before. You have to pause and redo everything. So I'm guessing the contracts that need to be burned will be burned, and then the ones that perform these kind of functions will be hanging in this decentralized ownership contract place. So, but having a 48-hour delay ensures the additional decentralization benefits and security benefits, because nothing can be changed behind the community's back without their knowledge. Not that I would ever do that, but it's always best just to make it impossible. Someone asked me to dumb this down a bit, so to make it clear, most of the variables are immutable, but it just means the variable changes we can make to add partnership vaults and new pool and add lending options. It takes 48 hours after transaction is placed for the function to be called and the changes to go live. So everyone can see that change is going to happen before it does days in advance. So I guess that's the simple explanation. So for example, if you wanted to add a new vault, and let's just say he was trying to be malicious and the vault he added was a specific Forex Shark vacation fund vault, you would be able to see that. It wouldn't happen immediately where all of a sudden the funds are there, people are making transactions into it, and we all find out after the fact. But this gives us a 48-hour to check these changes, and someone smarter than me in the community could actually write a script that monitors this contract to where it alerts if a change has been made. So since everything is on chain, it's always visible, just like there are scripts to track whenever drip tokens are purchased or sold. So that is, again, something that I think some of the smart individuals in the community, the coders and whatnot, can definitely do. And for those of us that want to go check manually, you'll be able to see that. So that is positive to see, in my opinion. And once the contracts are made public, then, like I said, I'll pull that up on my side. All right, let's go to the notes from the AMA. Just a quick message, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss another video. This helps bring brand awareness to the channel, as well as all Forex Shark related projects. Thank you. So again, shouts out to Wonder Woman and Irene for their notes. There will be the ability to stake prior to the farms opening up. So at 12 o'clock Eastern USA, he will launch the Animal Farm Dogs token. We will open the farm so you can stake your tokens, AFD, AFP, ETH, liquidity pool, staking, all that stuff. And then in 30 minutes, the farms start the emissions. The reward payouts depend on how many people are in the farms and pools, and we will allow everyone a 30-minute grace period. Let's see, Bartertown will be doing an AMA, probably by the time you guys watch this video, very shortly. So check his channel for that. It's already up to let you know to get notified. Let's see. The only other big thing that I think needed to be addressed was the change in when the Dogs of Fortune game will come out. So the roadmap has been updated. So if you come to the wiki, you'll see this here. So this is what we're expecting in about 36 hours or less. Then these three things are still expected to go as scheduled. He has not pushed back Scratchy. So he said he has doubled down on the fact that Scratchy will do its DAO raise for funding in December. I don't know if that actually means it will launch. So he definitely said that they're going to get the funds raised in December, but being public and whoever the first Scratchy tickets being sold public may or may not be in December, but the DAO raise for it will definitely be in December. And he did also say that before the DAO raise, they want the new drip UI. And so the big thing that got changed was the Dogs of Fortune game is now pushed to January Q1. So sorry, he said Q1. And this has already been updated on the wiki, so you don't have to listen to AMA to find that out. This is up to date as of the last AMA notes, and maybe he'll say something else in Bartertown's chat, so be on the lookout for that. And there's also on Bartertown's Twitter, you can post your questions, and you can be eligible for a $100 airdrop based on the best question. I did get one for mine previously, so you never know. I put in a couple questions in here as well this time based on different things that I'd like to know about the ecosystem. So definitely put your questions out here to see if they get answered. And last but not least, we got an update from Wannabe Whales. I just wanted to read that because that did make me feel like, again, this positive sentiment that we're actually going to hit this date. I'm still, again, cautiously optimistic, but Wannabe Well also, similar to Forex, has a way of making you feel bullish and get you all hyped up. So he says, okay, Drip Army, after speaking with several drip whales, looks like drip low is in. All are still watching next few 1 to 2 hours just to make sure, but it looks full blast from here. You will see smart money coming in at $5. Also, a lot of drip and Animal Farm heavy marketing, big AMAs moving forward, along with massive DeFi community FOMO starting tomorrow. In all honesty, starting right now, opposite the US. Hey, that's where I'm at. This is your chance to make the life-changing financial decisions. Drip ecosystem is closing in on 150,000 holders and will go into billions of TBL next few weeks and months. Drip and Animal Farm YouTube channels are into the hundreds, along with massive Twitter, Discord, Reddit presence. The Drip Animal Farm community is radical and growing downlines to say the least. Either get on this train now or get left. Animal Farm, November 1 launch will transform DeFi forever. Drip Army, take it by force. So what he mentioned about drip price, I did see this. This happened relatively recently for me, just showing on the chart. We had this huge wick up buy-in within like a couple minutes. So we were sitting around here at 483. and bounced right up to $5, then back down to 483 again, and then now at 501. So I don't know when he says he talked to a couple whales, like what they do in the Dow group, or if they have a whale chat group for drippers or something like that. But if these guys, and that's why I say swim with the whales, because they do talk and they do coordinate moves. So when the whales eat, the little fish can eat too if you just swim with them. So I don't know what that exactly means, that you're going to see smart money coming in, but this is Wannabe Whale, and this is what he said. So you're going to see some moves and coming in at the $5 range, and all of a sudden we shot out from 480 to $5. So keep an eye on the charts and see what happens. He put this out at 10 a.m. So it's about 16 hours ago for me, or no, under 12 hours ago. It's about 10 hours ago or something like that. So we'll see what happens, but that is positive sentiment in my opinion. And we have seen the PIGGS price start to hold. The TVL total price, I'm sorry, PIGGS price is 145, and the actual TVL on the animal farm is now 46 million. We had dropped down to like 32, 35, somewhere in there, and we got up as high as 53. So we've climbed back out of that hole already. So let's see what happens. I think, like I told you guys, just watch and be patient. Wait until the farms launch and then see how it plays out. Give it at least 48 hours, in my opinion, not financial advice, before you decide to start making your moves. I think a lot of people are still sitting on the sidelines and wanted to watch, and then they're going to wait to make sure it doesn't get paused or anything changes before they make their moves. Ray from Bartertown even mentioned this. He said he's going to wait and see how other people are playing as well. I would imagine whales are going to do the same thing. They're going to wait and see. Any of the fudders that have been upset with the pauses and delays, are they going to start dumping their tokens? How will the price action go? Will it pump on launch, and then will it dump afterwards, even with the high taxes? So there's going to be a lot of speculative money sitting on the side that's not going to jump right in at the sound of the bell. So I would personally, I'll be asleep, so I really don't care, but personally wait an hour, a couple hours, you know, like I said, at least 48. But for me, I'll probably be waiting like 3 to 5 days before I decide. And I don't care if I miss, you know, a 2x, 3x move. Remember, this is a long-term play. So I'm not really worried about that. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I want to get in and get my emissions, but I think in the long stretch of things, getting in 36 hours, 48 hours before is not going to make a difference 6 months down the road, you know? So that's just my take on it. All right. I hope you found that valuable. And if you did, you know the drill. Tap that HBO special, help a brother out, and lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.